Someone's here to see you.
Well, I don't want to see anyone.
She's pretty insistent.
She?
Hey, Johnny boy, I saw you on television. You gave the mayor hell. Did you actually tell him to take your job and shove it?
Something like that.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta tell you, you got a pair of big ones to quit your daily grind in this shaky economic time. Honestly, I know why you're here.
Why's that?
I saw the sign out there. Fry cook, bus boy. Man, it ain't great, but it's a living. And Marty's alive and kicking. Oh, wait till they tell Miles he's gonna drop his box.
Roxy, no. No, Lawrence. Marty's got enough to deal with.
Well, I actually think that you have more to deal with. You got a big decision to make. So who's it gonna be? Marty or Blair?
Now that is a sad sight.
It's going to be a very happy sight on the food line at St. James.
Wow, you're going to donate all your French Thanksgiving feast?
Pourquoi pas? I'm not going to waste all this glorious food just because my family has the palate of peasants.
Dorian, we were all together for Thanksgiving. Let's just be grateful for that, okay?
Why is it that the holidays can just break your heart?
You know, speaking of broken hearts, do you know where my daughter is? She's not even in a room.
Star left with Langston.
You mean she went to school? Dorian, she just gave birth.
I know that, but she said she wanted to get back, and who can blame her? We all need to get back to some normalcy.
Normal? She's 16. Her baby dies with no explanation. You call that normal?
We're going to get explanations. We're going to get a lot of our questions answered. Like, why was that baby never admitted to the neonatal ICU?
Come in. Morning, Bob. What, no coffee, no bagel?
Just this. The complete autopsy on the Manning baby. I put a rush on it like you asked.
So, what are we looking at?
I'm sorry. The baby should not have died.
Can I be alone with him?
How are you?
I just need to know one thing.
Okay.
Were you really planning on stealing my baby?
Oh, hey. I was hoping you'd sleep in.
Yeah, me too, but I just couldn't seem to shut my mind off.
Were you up all night?
Yes, I should have given you the bed and taken the couch.
Oh, jeez, I slept fine. I mean, I've been couch surfing at John's for weeks, so I'm used to it.
You know what? Let me at least make you a cup of coffee, okay?
But no, I have to get to the hospital because I've got a bunch of bright-eyed and bushy-tailed interns that I gotta break in, or break down, or however you want to call it.
Yeah, do you think I could maybe hitch a ride with you?
To the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks.
Can I ask why you want to go to the hospital?
Well, I Except the fact that I hope is gone. I do. But I need to ask Dr. Joplin why my baby died.
Well, this just doesn't make sense. How could this have happened?
Dr. Joplin, how could you have missed it?
Whatever the reason was, Star deserves to know the truth. It may even help her heal. Knowledge is power.
Yeah. She found out her dad was going to steal her baby. How much more knowledge do you think Star can take?
So you do think that Todd's plans had something to do with that baby dying?
No, I don't. I told you that, and I don't want to talk about it with you, all right?
Help me pack up the food, please.
Okay. It just kind of bugs me that Star went to school and didn't tell me. Does it bug you?
No, because she says she wants to go back to school and start being a normal teenager again. That never-ending search for normalcy.
Well, if she finds some, I think I need to grab it.
Oh, well, you're pretty much off to a good start.
What are you talking about?
John spent the night here with you. Oh, in a way, that's a positive sign.
It's a sign, all right, but it's not what you're thinking.
One second. You know, on one hand, you got Marty and her son, and I know they're going through hell, and then on the other side, you got Blair over there. But, you know, Marty is like hot. I mean, she's really looking hot. Who would ever think that her brain got scrambled?
All right, stop.
No, I'm paying her a compliment. All right, I know you're over her, and you're onto Blair, and she's not exactly chopped liver. And I know you got yourself in one hell of a conundrum. Did I use the wrong word?
Actually, no.
Would you like to hear my theory?
Not really.
Okay. You got Marty, and Marty's probably licking her wounds, and Blair's getting ready to do battle. So which is more your type?
Good morning, sunshine. I have got some breakfast here for you.
Oh, thank you. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't make it down for Thanksgiving.
Oh, come on, I completely understand.
Just didn't really feel like, family
Marty,
gatherings.
Marty, stop apologizing. I completely understand. Never mind. Did something else happen? Todd didn't try to contact you, did he?
Only my nightmares.
Oh, he had a bad dream.
Yeah, you could call it a vivid memory, which should be a good thing for an amnesiac. Only when the only thing you dream about is falling in love with Todd, it makes you wish you'd lose your memory all over again.
Sweetie, I just can't tell you how sorry I am about what happened with your baby. It doesn't matter that you're going to put her up for adoption. You carried her for 9 months, and to lose her like that is just... Oh, my heart breaks for you. It really does.
Oh, yeah.
You're the best part of me. You've always been the best part of me, honey. I wouldn't wish what happened to you on you in a million years. I've made so many mistakes.
You're not answering my question, Dad. Were you planning on stealing my baby? Dad, you told me that you loved me.
I do love you, Star.
You said that you made peace with Marcy. Taking my baby. You told Marcy herself that you thought that she would be a good mother. Were they all lies? Were they all just to fake us out? So you want to be suspected when my baby turned out missing?
It's more complicated than that, honey.
I know what you did to Cole's mom. I can't believe that you're my father. I really can't. And I can't stand that you are.
And this is the last place on the planet that I want to be right now. Trust me. I don't want to be anywhere near you, but I'm here. I came here, and the least you could do is have the decency, is to have the guts to tell me the damn truth.
Marcy, do you really want to do this now? Do you really want to know the details of how the baby died now?
No, Michael, I don't. But I need some kind of explanation, Michael. I have put so much into this baby.
I know.
I mean, for months now, I have been living for her. I've been planning for her, for our lives together. And for God's sakes, Michael, I gave you up for her. So I need to know. I need to know why it ended before it ever began.
No, this report. It can't be right. You must have made a
I
mistake.
triple checked just to be sure. There are no mistakes. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to stand by my findings.
I thought if... I've had a lot on my mind the last few months.
You should have said something. Or taken some time off. You're the best OB I know.
No, to miss something like this, it's inexcusable.
Losing this kid must have been just the worst thing that's ever happened to you, huh? Well, I'm gonna help you through it.
Help me by telling me the truth. Tell me the truth.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I love you. That's true. You know that.
Were you planning on stealing my baby? Or was that just another lie you told Marty to make her happy while you were lying to her about everything else?
You loved Todd because you thought he was someone else. That's the lie he fed you.
Yeah, I keep telling myself that. But the bottom line is, I fell in love with him.
You fell in love with the illusion that he created.
You know what? You can call it whatever you want. But he was the one in the room with me. He was in the house with me every day. He was the one who made sure I took my medication. He brought me food. He gave me clothes. And when he walked in the room, I got butterflies.
Okay.
I fell for him. I slept with him. And I discussed myself.
Okay. Your love was pure and honorable. Save your disgust for Todd because he completely manipulated you.
I know.
Marty, I don't think this is something that you should have to go through by yourself. There are so many wonderful therapists here in Landview.
Okay, and yeah, what am I going to tell my therapist? Huh? How's he going to help me deal with the fact... I can't even say it. That I actually still miss him. My rapist! Oh, God, I can't live like this.
Okay, we're going to help you through this, Marty. I promise we'll help you through this.
How? How? I go to sleep to nightmares. I wake up and it's worse. I have so much rage and so much shame and so much disgust that I could die.
No. You don't want to die. You know what you want to do? You want to kill the SOB. That's what you want to do. And then you want to climb into a hole and never come out again. Trust me, I know exactly what you're going through.
You know what it's like to be in love with someone who violated you?
God help me? Yes, I do.
Was it your plan the whole time to steal my baby? Or was it just one of the lies you told Marty?
Star.
Answer me. Was it the plan? Or did my baby dying wreck it all for you? Huh? Is that what it meant to you? Stop playing with me, damn it! It is you and me. It's no lawyers, no cops. It's just you and me.
Yeah, I want to do something to help you.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth right now. Were you planning on stealing my baby?
Yes. Yes, I am.
When John arrived, he was wiped out. He was exhausted, mentally and physically. So we slept. Together. We were asleep, conked out.
And then?
And then we woke up and we played little cards.
Strip poker. Fabulous foreplay.
Oh my God, this is not high school. We were fully clothed, Dorian. Good Lord.
You're a woman fighting against the ghost. of Marty passed. I mean, who could blame you for using everything you've got to fight back?
Well, I really don't think it was appropriate for me to throw myself at John, given the day that he'd had at your home with all the children around. John, he just needed to be alone or with someone and not talk.
Crisis or no crisis, men never like to talk.
Dorian, he just lost his job, a job that means everything to him. He's a cop. His dad was a cop. He has to start over, and he doesn't even know where to begin. He just needed to be still and think.
And what about what you needed?
I got it.
What?
John. He turned to me.
It's my treat. I know I ask a lot of questions, but I really care about you, Johnny.
And I appreciate that, Roxy, but I don't want to talk about the personal life.
But maybe you should know. Not even me?
Not even you. Look, I just came in here. I just want to order some breakfast and eat it nice and slow.
Oh, yeah, slow eating. It's a good trend. One little bite at a time.
For the first time in a long time, I don't have to scarf something down on my drive into work.
All right, good times. No clock to punch.
There you go.
But, you know, even a good breakfast, you know, that costs money, and it's really hard when you're one paycheck away from food stamps. You know what I'm saying. Look, Johnny, I know you're out of work.
Roxy, listen, I'm doing okay right now. Okay? So for a little while, I just want to enjoy the little things in life, like reading the paper and having a good cup of coffee and not having to talk to anybody.
Kind of like going to a retreat, like in the mountains with the monks. You don't talk for days, just quiet.
Yeah. Now, doesn't that sound good?
Oh, yeah, man, that sounds great. Just quiet so you can mediate.
In silence.
Shh. No talking. So how's Marty?
What do you mean you know what it's like? Did the same thing happen to you? It wasn't Todd, was it?
Oh, no, God, no, it wasn't. No. No, but I do know what it's like to love someone who's concealing who they really are. And what it does to you when you find out the truth.
Can you tell me what happened?
His name was Daniel Coulson. And I loved him. So I married him. But like you, I found out too late that I loved the man he told me he was. The man he showed me he was. But not the man he actually was.
Who was he actually?
He was a politician. He's up and coming, very ambitious, handsome. And he was gay.
And he married you?
Yeah. Well, like I said, he was very ambitious. And he had convinced himself that he couldn't have everything that he wanted unless he lied. So he did. He married me. That was his beard. And he lied to me. He lied to everyone. And when his lies started to catch up with him, he went to great lengths. He went to unimaginably dark lengths to keep his secret from coming out.
That baby was mine. She was not yours.
Yes, but when Marcy took Sam, you know what killed me? You remember that time?
You got Sam back.
Well, yeah, but only until Marcy was able to convince the judge that I was a danger to him. And now, you know, thanks to Marcy and your mother, I'm not legally allowed to come within 100 feet of you or your brothers. You know, I can't see my own kids, and then I hear you're going to give this baby to Marcy, this woman who kidnapped my son and held your Aunt Vicky hostage at gunpoint.
She thought that she was never going to see Sam again, and she went crazy. You know, let's think about it for a second. Have you ever gone crazy, Dad?
Sweetheart, I just was convinced that you were giving her your baby to spite me.
So your only choice left then was to steal it.
Sorry, I thought that if could have this baby and I could raise it like a Manning, you know, with the kind of love that I had for you and Jack and Sam. And maybe someday when you were older, I would tell you what I did, and when you were ready, I would give her back to you. And by then I'd be able to explain myself, and of course, I thought you'd forgive me.
Oh, you're lying.
I'm sorry. You know, this is not all on you.
Who else is it on, Bob?
Even if you missed this, the baby still could have been saved with a transfusion in the NICU. The fault is on them as much as it is on you. Sorry. I really am.
I promise you I'm telling you the truth right now.
You told Marty that I was... Don't touch me, Dad. You told Marty that I was going to give you my baby to raise. And the two of you were going to go away somewhere and just raise her together, huh? And now you're telling me that you were going to bring her back to me when I was ready to raise her. Either you were lying to Marty then, or you're lying to me now. You just wanted to steal that baby. Not for me, not for the baby, but for you. Because it's always about you.
No. No!
No what?
You don't know the whole story.
I don't? How could you do that, huh? How could you think of doing something so awful? Did you really think that you were going to get away with it? You were just going to walk out of the hospital with my baby in your own hands.
It doesn't matter.
It matters if I say it matters.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I showed up to the hospital and I saw Marcy there. And I couldn't do it. Actually, you know, I'd already changed my mind before I got to the hospital. I said, I can't hurt her. I can't hurt my daughter this way. I changed my mind, you see. And I didn't know about the baby until Cole told me later. Do you see, I tried to do the right thing. I tried to do the right thing, but it was too late.
How could you do this to me, Dad? How could you do it? Oh, you really thought that you were going to live happily ever after with my baby? With you and Marty raising her?
Yeah.
Marty? I mean, what? How? Why?
I fell in love with her.
So when did it stop?
With the feelings?
And the hell that you went through? What I'm going through, when does it stop?
Well, I'd like to say it stops all at once, but it doesn't. I wish it did. It just fades like an old wound that turns to a scar. It just fades. Slowly.
I'm so twisted up inside. I love Todd with such a passion I can't describe it. But he's the same man I was in love with 2 nights ago.
All right. Maybe you can understand this distinction. Look at me. You don't love the man. You are in love with the lie. Okay? That's what helped me understand the mess in my darkest hours, helped me come to terms with the fact that the man I love could betray me in such a despicable fashion. And Marty, you will get past it. You got to go through it to get past it, but you will. You'll get through it. You'll get to the other side. I promise you, you do.
What are you doing about Todd?
What am I doing about Todd? I'm at a loss to even remember what I saw in that man.
Hallelujah. And John's a much better match for you.
Well, look at you. You actually approve of a man that I'm seeing.
I approve of the way that John stepped up and supported you when Star ran off with Cole.
But what?
I'm just a bit concerned that this relationship could turn out to be one-sided given the circumstances.
Brian, just let me handle this my way, okay?
Right. Before John came to see you, did he go to see Marty first?
Okay, you know, I see where you're going with this, and I know you love me, I know you care about me, but I'm just going to tell you this right now. John and I need to be with someone that we feel comfortable with. And we feel comfortable with each other. Okay?
Comfort is something you look for in a chair.
What are you getting at here?
You are too fabulous to be anybody's fallback plan or shoulder to cry on.
Well, John doesn't cry.
You know what I mean.
You're the one that told me to take a chance on him.
I know. But, hey, you know me.
Yes, I do. That's why I want you to let me take care of myself.
Roxy, you know I love you.
I love you too, man.
If you ask me one more question about my personal life, I'm going to be very, very unhappy.
Okay. You know, I only want to see you happy with whoever it is that makes you feel that way.
What do I do with all the garbage that's inside of me?
No, I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet.
Great.
I know that I tried to, dissipate a lot of the anger. I took it out on people. I let Bo have it. Yes. He was the man who publicly outed Daniel. Yes. He was also an ex-husband. Oh, that's such a long story. Never mind. And then I should have had therapy is what I should have had, but I didn't. And so a lot of it manifested itself in the physical, and I became ill for a while. So that wasn't good either. I threw myself into my job, and I think the one thing that really helped me was being a mother to my son. He was such a young boy, and he needed me. He needed me to help him understand what happened and move on.
I'm useless to Cole that way, and you know it.
Oh, come on, Marty. You know what? He needs you.
Why? You're more of a mother to him now.
He thinks he failed you.
Failed me? How? He failed me? I'm his mother, and I don't remember him. How can I ever make that right?
What happened to you is so wrong, there is no making it right. But there is payback. My ex-husband is in prison. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that Todd Manning ends up there, too.
Prison, huh?
Mm-hmm. I know. It's a small consolation, but... Come on. You know what? Let's get out of here. Let's go. Come on.
Go where?
We're going to go to breakfast.
You already made breakfast.
No, I didn't make that. I didn't. Come on. We're going to go. We're going to go and eat, and then we're going to go shopping for clothes, new clothes.
I don't think I'm ready to go out into that world right now.
Yeah, you are. Listen, you can't lock yourself up here. You didn't do anything wrong.
But I'm all over the papers. I mean, people are going to stare at me.
People are going to stare at you because you're a beautiful woman. Come on, I'll be with you. We'll have a good time. And I know just the place. We're going to go to this brand new well, it's not new. It's actually just got a new look about it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's the perfect place for a new beginning.
Don't you have some sort of hair salon to run?
Oh, my God, I think my first customer's waiting outside. Why'd you keep me talking for so long?
I don't know.
Listen, I just got a great idea. I need help. You need work. Why don't I teach you how to do mani-pedis?
As tempting as that is, no.
You know, if your hands are as good as I heard they are, you'd be quite a draw.
Oh, thank you.
Well, what about hairstyling? Is that more your
Roxy,
thing?
I'm not really looking for work right now.
Okay. But you could get quite a lot of attention. You better think about it.
Yes, we'll be there as soon as we can, but Star's at school, so I'm going to have to see if I can reach her. But thank you for letting us know. The autopsy report is in.
I'll get my purse.
Okay.
Hello? Dr. Chaplin, hi. I was actually just on my way to the hospital. I wanted to see if I... Really? Well, I'll be there as fast as I can. That was Dr. Chaplin. She said that the autopsy report came back from the medical examiner, and she wants me to be there.
You want me to go with you?
I do.
You kept Cole's mom in the dark about who she was. You didn't tell her that she had a child at home who loves her and who misses her. You didn't even tell her that you were her rapist. What you did to her is so gross that it is unbelievable. I can't, Dad. What?
I have made some huge mistakes in my life, but I realize that I have to try and fix those mistakes.
You realized that you were going to get caught.
No. No, it's just because of Marty.
Just because of Marty? What is that supposed to mean?
Because of who she was, she's the most incredible woman I've ever met. Star, she's made me see that there is good in me. And she's made me feel things that I didn't think I could feel again. I mean, of course, it's kind of silly, huh? Her, of all people, the one person I should probably never have feelings for. But I'll tell you this. No matter what you think, no matter what anyone thinks, my relationship with her was what kept me from taking your kid. And I do love her dearly. And I love you more than I could love anyone else in the whole world.
Then you don't know what love is. Please move out of the way.
Sweetie.
You know.
Perfect place for your first day out. Buenos Dias Diner.
Jovelyn calls us up, tells us to come over here, and then keeps us waiting. It's so rude.
Dorian,
It's so
please.
typical of her behavior.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Mercy. You're here for...
The autopsy report. Dr. Chaplin called me in.
Good, so we're all here. Now we can get to the bottom of this.
Wait, what about Star? Shouldn't she be here?
She went to school, and I tried to text her.
I wasn't at school. I was with Dad.
I thought I was doing the right thing.
You read me a lot.
I never meant to hurt anyone.
Why did you do this? Why did you do that?
I thought I was doing the right thing.
Tell me the truth right now. Were you planning on stealing my baby?
You read me a lot. You read me a lot.
Did you steal that? How did you do it?
I love you so much.
Could be on
Hey, there's someone else here to see you.
Star, you went to see your father?
Yes, I did. Everyone else did.
I'm sure nobody is saying, especially not your mother, that you did something wrong, honey.
Okay, it was time for me to see my father. I needed to tell him how I feel.
Okay.
You're all here. Good. Please come in.
Dr. Joplin, I, for one, hope that you have substantive news about why the baby died.
Dorian, please.
And can you please explain to us why the baby was never admitted into the neonatal ICU?
The NICU is not at fault here, Dr. Lord. The only person at fault for the death of your baby is me. It's time that I told all of you everything.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live. On the next One Life to Live.
I've lost everything.
You have nobody to blame but yourself. You are our father's son.
I need to put this recovery mind on fast forward.
What's happened that you're so desperate to hide?